Hi, Tom here from CQ TAFE with a short video on using WordPress for creating a blog for this course. As part of the requirements of the course, you're going to have to produce a blog that provides information about what you've been learning and some of the ideas that you've been gaining along the way. And it'll also give you a chance to post on other students' blogs and so we can have some interaction amongst the students. It's a pretty handy way of doing that when you're working online. So here I'm in WordPress, and if I look here, I've gone to wordpress.com, and that's the blog that I'm suggesting we use for this course. I've already got a blog set up here, but if you haven't already got any blogs set up, then there are a number of videos already available to work out how to do that. Now, I've done a quick search in YouTube on setting up a WordPress blog, and up pops a whole raft of information here. There's a 45-minute one here from Chris Abraham that's very good on doing that. There's a shorter one, a 12-minute one here by educator.com on creating a WordPress blog, and a number of other ones that go into more depth on it. But simply, once you've created your blog, the idea then is to provide information on how you're progressing. So, for example, here, the one I've created is called Photoshop Student, and it comes up with the URL then of photoshopstudent.wordpress.com, and if I go to the multiplicity here, this is a photograph I've put together, and I've explained how I've put it together. So I've said here the composition was created by taking a series of shots, etc., etc., and it's the idea of this then is so that you can show exactly what you've done to create whatever it is you're creating with Photoshop. And obviously you can put in things like sketches and whatnot. In this one here, I've also put in a little bit about me, and that was another option in the particular theme I chose, and explaining that this is a record of my learning, and I've put in an image of myself there that I've done a bit of work on with Photoshop and Illustrator. And you notice here too that you can share this with Twitter and Facebook and Google+, and there are a number of widgets that you can include in your blog. So you can put it in things like calendars. If, for example, you were looking at my blog, and I'll just go back to that multiplicity page. So, for example, if you are, as a fellow student, look at this and you want to make a comment on it, then you can click in here and put in information about what you think about what I've done, and maybe expand on what has been included there, so that we all learn from one another along the way, and it's a great place to allow us to contribute to one another's efforts. So that's creating a blog in WordPress. You can use other blog sites if you prefer, but you'll find that WordPress is probably the most popular one in the world, I do believe, and it's fairly intuitive to use. So again, go back to the YouTubes and find out how to set up your own blog, or just go directly to this WordPress site and it'll lead you through getting your own blog. It's not a very complicated process at all, and this is something we can discuss further as we discuss this in class or with one another online. Okay, that'll be the end of that video.